probably does. Cheryl and I have only spoken once, but it was one of the most intense conversations I've ever had. Imagine calling your girl's mom for the first time, and you tell her that her daughter is basically in pieces. Not because you did anything, but because you found her that way. After I moved to LA for a year and her dad left her and Cheryl for Brazil, Layla spiraled all last year. In her vulnerability, she was taken advantage of by the worst possible person. Giancarlo. Fuck, I don't even like thinking that piece of shit's name, let alone saying it. Was a monster if I ever met one. The kind of dude who cuts a woman down to make himself feel stronger. The kind of guy who takes his anger out on her face in the end. A pang of guilt shoots through me. I'll never forgive myself for what happened, knowing that if I had just stayed in New York, Layla wouldn't have gotten wrapped up with that abusive motherfucker. It's a memory I'll never shake. Layla crushed under a much larger man with blood all over both of them while he used her beautiful face like a punching bag. If I hadn't gotten there when I did, I shudder, same way I do whenever the memory reappears. No, I'm not going to go there. Returning to that day is the quickest way to bring me to the dark place, as I've come to know it. The place where harder Nico lives. A Nico who knows himself for the asshole he can really be. The Nico I've been working really fucking hard to keep buried for the last several years. Layla gives a hopeful smile. Her face shines with that light that only my girl has. It lightens me too. Not today, asshole, I tell myself. Maybe not ever again. Cheryl holds out her hand, palm down, like she's expecting me to kiss it or something. Should I? I start to lean down but end up standing up straight. Going from John Wayne to Prince Charming is a little much, don't you think? Instead, I shake a little, accepting her light squeeze before she pulls away, looking like she wants hand sanitizer. Okay, yeah, my hands aren't exactly clean. 30 minutes ago, I was doing push-ups on concrete with 100 other FDNY cadets. And there's still smudges of dirt on my palms. Well, sorry, lady, I wasn't planning on touching anyone else but your daughter, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't mind if I come straight for her instead of washing up first. Mom's here to help me find an apartment, Layla says as she takes my hand. See, I knew she wouldn't care about the dirt. I turn to her. You're not living at the dorms this year? For whatever reason, Layla and I haven't spoken much about our living situation. We talked every day this summer when we could get the spare moments to do it. But we've both been crazy busy. I'm at the academy 5 days a week, usually from sunup to sundown, and then I've been doing security again at AJ's, the nightclub where I used to work. The extra cash helps supplement the shitty probationary salary I get as a new recruit for the FDNY. Layla took a couple more language classes to keep up her Spanish and Portuguese requirements for a degree, and I know she's been working a lot at a local women's services center, too. So when we did talk, it wasn't about monotonous shit like apartment hunting or bills. It was usually what we did that day for a few brief moments before we both fell asleep. Just enough time to reassure her that I was still here, waiting for the day she was coming back. I didn't really think about what would happen when she did. Layla shakes her head. Jamie and Quinn are still rooming together, so Shama and I decided to find a place off campus. She drifts off, but I know where she's going. Up until the end of last year, Quinn was Layla's best friend, her roommate through the first 3 years of college. But their friendship was tested when Layla's life fell apart and Quinn couldn't handle it. Bitch. Layla's better off without her. Okay, I say. So we need to find you an apartment. You know, you could just stay with me. I can't quite cut myself off in time before I realize what I'm saying. While I'd like nothing more than to wake up and fall asleep with Layla right next to me every day, I probably like that idea too much, if we're being honest. All I have to offer is a pull-out couch in the living room of a crowded apartment uptown. My old place is currently occupied by me, my brother, Gabe, my sister, Maggie, and her daughter. I'm on the couch until the academy's done, and I can even start to think about finding a new place of my own. What kind of offer is that? I frown to myself. It's just another reminder of how little I actually have to offer someone like Layla. She says she doesn't care, but I do wonder every now and then if she really knows what that means. Do you have a car? Cheryl interrupts my brooding before Layla can respond. Or do we need a taxi? We have an appointment with a realtor at 6, and we need to drop Layla's bags at the hotel. Her toe taps on the linoleum floor so loudly I can hear it over the crowd. No, I admit, feeling suddenly weird about it even though most people in New York don't have cars. We'll have to get a cab. All right. Cheryl looks me up and down. She's dressed casually in short white pants and a striped shirt, but the woman has a presence that would intimidate my sergeant. I don't know why Layla ever described her mother as meek. This lady is anything but. I suppose we can drop you in the city on your way home. Mom, Layla starts, but I cut in anyway. That's all right, Mrs. Barros, I say. I'm happy to help out. You'll need a local anyway to make sure you don't get scammed by the brokers. I wink, even though I don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've only had one apartment here in New York, and it was a rent-controlled lease passed to me from Casey's cousin. I don't know the first thing about hunting for an apartment in the city, even though I'm about to learn.